Begin at the center of your mat. Inhale to lift your arms. Exhale, lower to your knees. Gently lower your forehead to the mat. Short prostration. Spend a moment here and dedicate your practice to something larger than yourself. On an inhale, lift your arms. Rise to standing. Exhale, bring your hands to the center of your chest. On an inhale, lift your arms. Take a hold of your left wrist with your right hand. Fold to your right. Switch hands, make a fist with your right hand and close the thumb, fold to your left. Bring the hands to the lower back, engage the pelvic floor, engage the low abdomen, press the chest up rather than back. Standing back bend, inhale, lift the arms, exhale, forward fold. Reach the crown of the head towards the floor. Inhale, rise to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift. Take hold of the right wrist with the left hand, fold to the left. Really pull the arm to the left. Switch arms, take hold of the left wrist with the right hand, pull to the right, press that hip to the left. Standing back bend, second repetition. Think of lifting the chest, draw the shoulder blades together. Press the hips forward. Inhale, lift the arms. Forward fold, second repetition. Optionally, Padahastasana, bring the palms face up underneath the feet. Pull the elbows away from one another. On an inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold again. And on an inhale, rise to standing. Exhale, bring the hands down. On an inhale, lift the right leg, knee, hip height. And on an exhale, press the heel back towards the back wall. Turn the toes down, rotate the right hip towards the left. Turn the right thigh towards the left and step back towards warrior one. Bring the arms out, shoulder height, thumbs and fists, mushti mudra. Draw the arms back like someone's pulling on your arms maximally. Press the right hip forward, press out through the outer edge of the right foot. Sink deep. On an exhale, lower to pyramid. Both heels point directly back, all toes point forward. Square the hips towards the front of the room. Lower the elbows, reaching towards the mat, the spine just to the inside of the left leg. Keep reaching long with the spine towards the floor. Take a hold of the left big toe with the left hand. Rise up, Padahastasana. Press the ground away with the right hand. Alternatively, you can take a modified Padahastasana with both legs together. Lower the left hand to the ground. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, chaturanga, downward facing dog. On an inhale, lift the right leg. Bend the knee. Draw the heel to the buttocks and start to rotate the knee, opening up the hip, sort of just welcoming in that range of motion. Do circles with the knee 3 times one way, then 3 times the other, and then with the ankle 3 times both directions. And then start to open the hip more. Draw the heel more and more towards the opposite side until you come towards Wild Thing, but pause, floating the foot just off the ground before you lower into Wild Thing. And then rotate the shoulder all the way to come into full wheel. Walk the hands onto your top mat. Press into the feet to lift to standing. Inhale, lift the arms. And then exhale, forward fold. Half lift. And on an exhale, jump back, bend the arms, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. On an inhale, extend the right leg up. Exhale, step it between the hands. Turn the toes out to the long edges of the mat. Bend into the left leg, knee tracking towards the toes. Lift the right toes. Archer, Tanurasana. Thumbs and fists, left elbow is bent to match the left knee. Look out over the right hand and then sink into the right knee. Skandasana, low archer. Just sit as low as you can. You can stay here with the hands at the heart or bind like as in half malasana, or as I'm doing in the video, wrap the left hand behind the back. Reach for the thigh or the shin of the right leg and reach the right hand for the left foot, forehead reaching towards the floor. Release. Come into any headstand variation. Bring the legs up. Wrap the right foot in front of the left, coming into Garudasana, eagle legs with the right leg in front. If you have the ankles crossed, uncross the ankles, but leave the right leg crossed. Lower the left leg to the ground. Straighten the right arm. Unlock the right leg to straighten it. Take the left arm to take a hold of the left leg. Take the right leg through, fall in triangle, lift the left arm. Sit down and turn 180 degrees on your mat. Right arm is extended behind you. Square the shoulders toward the knees. Lead with the heart and the chin toward the knees. Stay there or bring the legs up towards the face. Left forearm is lowered on the mat. Shoulders are square. Right elbow slightly bent in that posture. Bicep curl the right arm. Reach the fist toward the shoulder. You can gently massage the elbow here. Then cross the legs, forearms on the mat, baby crow. Jump back, downward facing dog. Lower the knees, hips directly over the knees. Lower the chest and the chin to the mat, Anahatasana. Arms are shoulder width apart, if possible. With each exhale, think of dropping the chest closer to the mat. Press the hips forward, hands to the heart, Ustrasana. Again, just like in standing back bend here, engage the pelvic floor, engage the lower abdomen, protect the lower back. The more engagement in the abdomen, the more space between the vertebrae. Take the right hand beneath the right shin, press down with the right shin, create space. Side stretch of the neck, opposite side, left arm under the left shin, stretch the neck to the right. Inhale, lift the arms, exhale, twist to the right. Left hand outside of right knee. Inhale, lift. Right hand outside of left knee, twist to the left. Make sure to drop that back shoulder. It tends to inch up towards the neck. Bring the hands forward, plank. Right hand under the face. Inhale, lift the arms. Left arm. Exhale, lower the hips nearly to the ground. Inhale, lift. Side down vinyasa 2 more times. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Last time, exhale, lower. Inhale, step the left foot to the right hand. Turn to face the front of the mat. Exhale, fold. Prasarita Padahastasana. Bring the hands in front of you. And bring your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift, and exhale, fold. On an inhale, lift your arms, and exhale, hands to the heart, standing at the top of your mat. Other side, inhale, lift the left leg, knee, hip height. Keep your hips square, press the left heel towards the back of the mat. Feel a strong line of energy from your left heel through the crown of your head. Step the left foot back, press out through the outer edge of the left foot, press the left hip forward. Think of squaring the hips towards the front of the room, bend into the right knee deeper. Draw the arms back, shoulder height, drop the shoulders away from the ears. Imagine pulling the arms away from the chest. Mushti mudra, thumbs and fists. The mudra of power. Drop the hands to the floor, press the heels directly backwards. Bring the left hip forward now, right hip back, pyramid pose. Lengthen the spine and reach towards the floor. Bring the left hand to the ground, press away. Bring the right hand to the right big toe, lift the right leg, Padahastasana. Again, modify if you did on the other side, do the same modification on this side. So we want to create balance on both sides. Do everything evenly on both sides. Exhale, Chaturanga, inhale, upward facing dog. Hips reaching towards the mat. Exhale, Chaturanga, downward facing dog. Heels reaching towards the mat. Inhale, lift the left leg, bend the knee. 3 circles with that hip. One direction and then the opposite direction. Really try to feel that whole range of motion there. And then the heel 3 times one way and 3 times the other way. And then open the hip a little bit more, stack the hip, and come into that floating wild thing, straightening the right leg, floating that left foot just off the ground, really arching the back. Press into the right hand to press the chest up more towards the ceiling, then lower the left leg. Full wild thing into upward facing bow, wheel pose. Walk onto your top mat. Shift the weight towards the legs, rise to standing. And then fold forward. Exhale, jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the left leg, step it between the hands. Turn the toes out, heels in. Archer, Padahastasana. Right knee is bent, left toes are lifted, tucking the tailbone. Low back is flat. Sit into Skandasana, left knee is bent. Again, you can stay here. You can bind like it's in Malasana, so around that left knee, or you can wrap the right arm behind the back, a more advanced bind here, and reach for the thigh or the shin. It's a little further away. And the left arm reaches for that right leg here. So use the body to create leverage. So use the leg to deepen the stretch. Use the pull on that right leg with the arm to pull yourself deeper into the stretch. Bring the hands to the ground. If you did an asymmetrical headstand, repeat it now in the opposite way. So if you did asymmetrical arms, do them again in the opposite direction. This time, for Garudasana, bring your left leg in front. Uncross the ankles if they were bound. Right foot steps down, but the knees stay crossed. And then extend the left leg out behind you. Take the right hand to the right ankle. One arm, one-legged down dog. Step the left leg through, fallen triangle. Right arm extends high, lift the chest. Sit down, bring the left leg to meet the right. Turn. Right forearm comes down, left arm extends straight out behind you. Square the shoulders. And here a mirrored room really helps because you can really see if your shoulders are square to the front. It helps to come up a little bit, so don't sacrifice the pose for depth. Bring the feet up, maybe, or not. Come on up, bicep curl, the left arm. Maybe massage that elbow. In that half rack pose where the arm is extended behind you, make sure to have a slight bend in the elbow. It's not an elbow stretch, it's a shoulder stretch. Half crow to downward facing dog. Lower the knees, lower the chest and the chin. Anahatasana, puppy pose. Really thinking about the breath. If you feel your mind wandering, concentrate on the breath. Rising up, pressing the hips forward, lifting the chest. Really thinking about creating space in the front body here. Less about bending the back, more about expanding in the front, Ustrasana. Maybe reaching back for the heels or keeping the hands at the chest. Sit back, hips between the feet. Left hand takes a hold of the left shin. Press the left shin into the left hand to stretch the left arm. Take the right hand overhead to the left ear. Stretch to the right. Left hand takes the right ear, right hand under the shin, stretch the head to the left. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, twist to the left, right hand outside of left knee. Spinal twist. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, twist to the right. Keep long as you twist, left hand outside of right knee. Make sure not to lean back into that back hand. Bring the hands forward, plank pose. Left arm under the face. 3 side down vinyasas. Inhale to lift. Exhale as you lower the hips nearly to the ground, but keep pressing through the shoulder. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one, inhale, lift. Step the right foot forward. Turn to the front. And fold. Bring the hands in front of you to the top mat. And you want to bring your feet to your hands in any way that you can. If you're working on handstand, you can take a few jumps. Take your time. When you reach the top of your mat, you can take this opportunity to work into a deeper practice, or come on down to your mat. Bring your feet out hip distance apart. Lay your hands at your side, palms face up, Shavasana.